Our yard is over there, and over here is what was formerly just forest, and I'm hoping to slowly change this area into added lawn and also eliminate some of the shade to our regular backyard so that we can raise more sun-loving flowers there. Some of the pine trees have started dying off. You can see there the bark is peeled off of that one, so I'm going to try and pull it down so I can remove the stump and get that area so I can mow it. It's going to be a little bit of a tricky tree, however. As you can see, it's dead, and it happens to be a double stem. And I'm not quite sure, looking at it, whether it was originally two seedlings that grew together or one seedling that split and grew into two separate stems. But trying to pull that over, because it's been dead about 3 years, it could get snapped off, and that would be a bad thing because it's much harder to pull over a stump than it is to use the leverage of a full tree. So what I've done is I've gone up here and I've fastened a single chain around both trees and then attached a separate chain to the middle of that, and that's what I'll be pulling on. But the big risk is that in the process of pulling it, those will snap. Started with the usual process of chopping away the roots on the side away from the pole. There were about 5 of them that were near surface. There are several that are going down deep, and that's where some of the risk comes in. Haven't chopped those, going to see if I can actually pull the tree to extract those roots from out of the ground. Typical setup: chain the base to a far tree and going to use the cable winch in between to try and pull it over. That particular one doesn't have that much throw, so I'll have to probably do a second attachment to get it to pull. But we'll go ahead and start and make this a short video. It does appear to have started moving a little bit, but there's also some creaking out of the trunk. So one of the techniques you can use in a situation like this is to simply leave it under load. When that occurs, some of the roots will gradually start to relax and move in the soil, whereas the trunk will not gradually fail. It will usually be able to take the peak tension and bending that you're creating in it and sustain that, but the roots will gradually let loose. So we'll give it about 15 minutes and then tension up the chains again. Starting to get tricky in the pull zone. Getting branches falling from 60 feet in the air. You can see we've gotten a fair bit of lean into our target pine tree, and there's a pretty good sag on the chain. Now at this point all of the throw is used up on the winch. Success!